else is new?
Okay.
We're live. Hey, good evening, everyone. It is Thursday, the April 15th, I think. Isn't it tax day today? Yeah, April 15th. So hope you guys are having a good tax day. We got ours done about a week ago, which is about a week sooner than we normally do.
It's blurry.
Huh?
It looks blurry.
Did you turn the Wi-Fi off?
Yes.
Okay. Looks blurry. How's it look to you guys out there? Vicky says it looks blurry.
Maybe it cleared up.
Looks blurry on her phone. But at least it's not, you know,
It cleared up.
going live prematurely and as you're walking with the camera.
I know. Sorry about that, guys.
So, yeah, Vicky informed me that she went live about 15 minutes ago, just walking with the camera across the...
It was only about 10 seconds.
Yeah. Anyway, so, anyway, that's the way we roll, obviously. Mistakes galore. Anyway, yeah, good things are happening. My collaboration is coming along. We'll probably have something up for you guys on that in the next couple weeks. And let's see.
Anyone know who's here? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. We got Shirley L. Fleeman,
Hey,
Scott, Leonard Davis, Matt, Dave Rossiter, Rod Hall, Justin Hellickson, Carmen.
Carmen, what are you doing watching
Charlie,
us? You're on vacation.
Jamie.
You should be
Greg Reynolds.
living the Vegas life.
Let's see. Rod said, were you able to get your slippers on okay? Who? Frank's here. John Mills.
Slippers, that wouldn't be me.
I had mine on when
I
I
think-
walked out.
Yeah.
I'm here for Tessa says short bit sis and her friends are here. Oh, say hi to your sis and your friends.
Hi, guys.
Kurt Vandiver?
Hey, Kurt.
Anyway,
So
there's
if you
a bunch
guys
of them here. So.
if you guys didn't get my message about, I don't know, a half hour ago, evidently I got hacked. So you're getting a lot of people got friends requests from me. That wasn't me. So some person or persons were evidently trying to get hack people. So anyway, I got hacked. So don't.
Carmen says she's addicted.
Don't accept any friends requests from me if you get them in the next few days, because unless you hear from me specifically, and I'll let you know it's me. But sorry about that. I didn't even know. But thank you guys for letting me know. I appreciate it. So, and in regards to thank you so much for all the great comments on this morning's video. I kind of threw that together, but it's one I've been wanting to do. It wasn't the best quality because Vicky wasn't filming it. It was just me. Vicky was, I think she was taking care of business, doing something, paperwork or something. Anyway, so that one was fun to do. I like doing, questions about routers and that kind of thing. So I'm hopefully it was helpful for you. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about routers tonight. I got a question specifically about routers. So,
Brad's here. Hi, Brad.
Aussie Brad. Hey, Brad and Diana. So I've got a question about routers here I'm going to get into in a minute. And, we got something else going on?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll jump into it right now. So I got a question from Craig. Craig says, I currently have one router.
You can hear our birds.
Oh, they're silent for the second, but
Yeah.
they'll start chirping again. Craig says, I have one router, a Dewalt 611. Great router, looking for another backup router. Should I purchase another 611 or choose something that maybe with a little bit more power? So there's some factors that come into play there. And the rest of his email says, I don't use the router to cut boards just for carving signs. I use a jigsaw for cutting and shaping. What's your thoughts? Huh?
Can you guys hear Eric okay? Yeah, okay.
Okay. I use a jigsaw for cutting and shaping. What's your thoughts? Stay with another 611 or go with something a little bit more powerful as a second router. I do like the 611, very easy to use. So, you know, in regards to that, in case you guys don't know, this is the Dewalt Dwp 611, my favorite router of all time, by quite a ways. And the biggest reason, number one, it's 7 amps, so it's as powerful as any trim routers out there. I don't know of one that's more powerful than 7 amp. There might be, but I don't know of it. And even bigger than that is the depth adjustment. The depth adjustment on this thing is just, ooh, didn't mean to do that. The depth adjustment on this thing is just so cool. And you can get so accurate and it's so fast. You know, for me, when I'm sharpening router bits, I have a 611 right there because I test every router bit I sharpen. And I have a 611 right there. And one of the reasons I use a 611 is because I can get that bit in and out and adjust the depth just super fast as compared to any other router I have. But, you know, some of the other routers that this is a little bit expensive. So it depends on what your price range is. The Bauer, I really like that.
Charlie said he likes the Bauer.
Who does?
Charlie.
Charlie, yeah, the Bauer is a good little router. It really is. I don't have anything against it. The only thing that I had about the Bauer during, well, what we call our winter time when it was in the 30s and 40s, it seemed to be a little bit hard to get going. It just didn't want, it's got such a soft start. It was like almost a non-existent start. So it was a little tough to get going, but once it started running, it was fine. So the Bauer, the rigid is really popular. I don't really like the mechanism, but the router motor itself is very popular. The biggest advantage here is you don't have to open up the back side like you do on the other routers. And then of course the cordless version of the 611, which is the 20 volt DCW 600, if I remember right. DCW 600, yeah. Great router. Again, it's the cordless version of the 611. But based on what Craig says here, the fact that he's not cutting any shapes with his router, you know, if I was going to buy a second router and price wasn't an issue, it would definitely be the 611 if you can find it. Evidently, I think they're starting to come back into stock now. Some people are able to find them, but some people are still having a tough time doing it.
Matt Bay says, wait. You test all the bits you sharpen? Oh my God, the great one has used my bits. That's why they work so well.
Yes, I don't send a bit out of here that I sharpen without testing it. So if you're going to buy a bigger router, especially if you can get that price on it, that's an old story. But I keep it on there just for remembrance purposes. But the 690LR Porter Cable, great router. I probably, if I was buying another big router, I probably would buy this over the Dewalt 616 or 618. It might be between this and the 616. I don't know how much that is. But again, if you're just carving signs and you're thinking of a second router, I'm going to pick the 611 every day of the week, twice on Sunday. But again, if the price is an issue from a price standpoint, then the Bauer probably would be my second choice.
Matt says they don't make that one anymore, right?
They don't make the 611 anymore?
No, not the 611.
Or the 690?
Isn't that why we got it at such a good price or something?
No.
Oh, because it didn't have a call-it, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to order a call-in.
You
know, you might be right on that. I can't remember if they discontinued the 690LR. It'd be a shame if they did.
Justin Helgson says, oh yeah, oh hey, I totally forgot to tell you guys that I got the opportunity to use the Edge Guide finally the other day. Oh. And I love it. Be sure to tell Dave for me. Thanks again.
Ah, that was Justin. Great. I'm glad it worked well for you, Justin.
Matt says he thinks it's discontinued.
You know, it might be. Now that you mention that, it seems like that might be the case.
Charlie said, yes, I looked it up when Eric sent me the recommendation for the used parts. They discontinued that router.
Ah, that's sad. because that is just
Jason
a great
said,
router.
home of the Beatles tonight, Liverpool. I guess that's where he's at in Liverpool.
Jason's in
I've
Liverpool.
never been a Beatles fan. Don't like the
I
Beatles.
know, you never have been, but there's a few others that are.
Just one or two.
Yeah. So we got a rabbit right behind you.
Do you?
Yeah, over there eating the seed
yeah.
block. Because all the dogs
He's
are
a big
too
one, too.
all the dogs are too old to catch them now, so they're brave.
They're brave, yeah.
Anyway, all of our dogs
Keith
are too
Costa.
old.
Hey,
and
Keith.
slow. Hey, Keith. What's up, big guy? So anyway, yeah, my recommendation would be 611. Again, that's my favorite router. My second choice, if it's a price point thing, then it probably would be the Bauer. I really like the Bauer for the price, especially.
Randy said, CCR fan here.
Yeah.
You know what? I do not even remember it. I mean, I know Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah.
I don't know any songs that they ever did.
Oh
I'm
my
sure
gosh.
if I heard them, I would.
Yeah, you
but
would.
I think that was before my time.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. All I listened to back in those days was just country music. That's all I listened to.
Lon Oric.
Charlie
Hello,
Pride.
Lon.
Hey, Lon. Yeah, all I listened to was country music back in those days. Later on, I listened to a little
Where on the website can I find the Edge Guide? Look under
miscellaneous.
miscellaneous or merchandise. I think it's under miscellaneous.
I would think so. Yeah. That rabbit's just sitting there eyeballing Magnum, saying,
Yeah,
"Like, come on, big
I
fella,
even
give it a
came
shot."
closer.
That's funny.
Charlie says Roten fan here. Justin says, what are your thoughts on the larger Bosch routers?
The full-size Bosch routers. You know, I've never used one, but man, I hear great things about them. What is it? Is it the 16, 17 EVS or something like that? 16, 17. That one with I always know it because it's got the wooden handles, and I think Lowe's carries that. I almost bought one time, but I picked the Dewalt instead. Oh, it must have been a dog coming around the corner because he hightailed it. He's out there at the fence now.
Or Nelly.
Yeah, he's across the road now.
Gary Wilcutt said he's a Hank Jr. fan.
Yeah, Hank Jr. and gosh, there's a lot of old time country music. Well, you know, I don't know. When I was a kid, Don Williams and all
Charlie
those guys.
said, okay, now that we've had a little bit of fun, time to ask you a serious question. Have you ever used a CNC router? And you've done this before. Have you ever used a CNC router bitch to do something?
Router bitch? Yeah. No, I have not. I take that back because some of I think the 60 degree that I used from Whiteside, it was that 3-fluted bit, which I really like. That's a great bit. I think that was actually designed for a CNC router. I don't think it was designed for using a hand router. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know that that's the case. So if that's the case, then that's probably the only one that I've used as far as I know.
Jason says, would be good to find out how many 611s have been bought because of Eric.
That would be interesting.
Be nice if we got a...
Yeah. That would be interesting. Yeah.
Nick says, I love the Bauer, and their sanders too have multiple of both. Worst part of the router is opening up the back and getting through the super thick part.
Is that Nick Ward?
Nick Ward.
Yeah.
Jeff Dale said, watch your mouth, Charlie. Matt said, it's great. Bosch is so much better than the yellow and black stuff.
Really? Who said that?
Matt.
Matt? Really? You like Matt, you really like that big Bosch with the wooden handles? Interesting. Huh.
Carmen says it's probably why they're always back ordered.
Could be. I don't know.
Hal Williams, hello.
Hey, Hal.
Barry said, yes, this Whiteside 60 degree bit I started with was listed as a CBC bit. CBC bit.
Huh. CBC? I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a typo. Maybe it's supposed to be CNC.
Oh, yeah.
So the second question I have, this one, unfortunately, I didn't have a really good answer. I had a recommendation, but so it's from Jason. in Tennessee. He said, I have an opportunity to make a sign for a restaurant. He wants it to mount on the brick above the awning. So this is a fascia out in front of a commercial building, and it's all brick up above this awning. And it's a 5-foot by 4-foot sign. How would you approach mounting the sign? I'm not mounting it, I'm only offering suggestions on how to mount it. I also need to know so I can make the sign accordingly. I'll probably laminate 2x6 cedar for the sign. Thanks, Jason. So I've never mounted anything big and heavy like that on brick. Anytime I've ever made big signs like that, generally they were free hanging. So they were hanging from above rather than mounting right on the side of a wall. So my suggestion was that, I really can't recommend anything specifically, but the cool thing is, in this instance, I told him Google and YouTube are probably your best friends. My hunch is they make, and I actually went on YouTube and I was looking, they make all kinds of brackets for big things to mount to brick. My hunch is adhesive ain't going to do it. You're going to need to use a masonry drill and get into that brick with some studs and mount some kind of a bracket and then put the sign on that. I know there's a lot of brackets for big TVs and that kind of thing to mount on brick. So if you go to YouTube and just type in, mounting something big to brick, you'll see that, and probably Google as well.
Leonard Davis said masonry bit and screws. Used them yesterday, he said.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Hi, Ann.
I've never really done that, but I like the idea of having studs coming out the back of the sign and not necessarily going clear through the front of the sign, just for cosmetic purposes. So you could mount some kind of flange to the back of the sign with the stud, and then that stud would go in the hole so that nothing shows on the front. That would be, the way I would want to do it.
Justin asked, what bit were you using when you were using your router sled the other day? Because you were taking quite a bit of wood out there.
Yeah,
so I was just curious.
Yeah, I should have brought that out. It's a 2-inch wide. Literally takes 2 inches at a shot, but I don't use the whole 2-inch. I never take more than 1 inch at a time, sometimes even less than that, depending on how hard the board is. That one that I was doing the other day was white poplar, fairly soft as compared to some mesquite and different things that we've done for Vicky or other slabs that I've done. So,
Hi, Troy.
but yeah, it was one actually I got right down at Lowe's. It was a 1/2-inch shank, which I highly recommend if you're going to be doing stuff like that. And obviously the bigger routers, I got it on my 618. But yeah, it was a big, like a butterfly 2-inch wide, which works really, really well. I've never sharpened it, and it just plowed through that white poplar the other day like it wasn't even there. And some of those cuts were deeper than I should have gone. But the board had some, really big dips in it. And I didn't want to take 20 passes on it. So anyway, it works really, really well. If you want to, if you still have a question on that, I can send you a video to it, or I can take a snapshot and email it to you. So just let me know.
Matt said, taking the shop on the road hopefully this summer, so I'll be looking into the cordless router. He said he was kidding. He said he's never used a Dewalt, but he bought a Bosch, and now he's got 3 or 4 of them. So
Of the Bosch?
yeah, Matt likes the Bosch.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But he's thinking, like I said, he's thinking about taking the shop on the road.
Good.
So he's looking for a cordless.
Yeah, terrific. Yeah, that sounds like fun. You're ready, Matt.
Oh, he said Rockstar going on tour.
Yeah, you're ready, Matt. You can do it, man.
Don Spicer says, get the Milwaukee. That's one that you keep
I
saying.
really
Why
want
don't you
that
order
Milwaukee. I really want that Milwaukee.
Where do you get those at?
Well, I'm sure you can order them online, but I don't think, you see, Lowe's has a whole red line, but I think they're Craftsman. I don't think they're Milwaukees. I don't think
Well,
Lowe's.
we've seen the Milwaukee somewhere. We were somewhere.
Maybe it was Home Depot. I can't remember now. Yeah.
Justin said, please email him with a picture of that bit.
Justin Hellickson?
Yeah.
Okay, I will, Justin. Remind me, babe. Don't let me forget that. Yeah. I will, Justin. I'll do it right after we're done here.
All right.
But yeah, that Milwaukee, Dawn. I saw your comments on YouTube this morning on the deal, and I really want that Milwaukee.
Yeah,
That's
just
gonna be
order
my
it.
that's gonna be my next router.
Okay.
Okay, sign carvers of the day. Here we go, and keep those questions
Nick
coming.
Ward said, I scored a HVLP turbine and spray gun for $50 today.
Wow, that's a smoking deal. Yeah, that's
Home
really
Depot.
good.
Greg Reynolds says they have them at Home Depot.
Oh, they have the Milwaukee's at
Shirley
Home
said
Depot.
Home Depot, yeah.
I'd have to go by there tomorrow when we go to town. Scott Christian, look at there. Is Scott here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised if he's not. Scott, very nicely done. Not beautiful piece of cedar. I don't think you put a finish on that. I can't tell, but it doesn't look like it. But beautiful sign. Great job, Scott. All right, and another Scott. Scott Meyer. Very first sign. So this was just a leftover piece from a wood building, from building a bar in his basement. This was just a leftover piece of wood. He decided to make a sign out of it, and actually came out really good. Great job, especially for your first one, Scott. Good work, buddy.
Ricky Boland says Milwaukee makes the best cordless tool hands down.
Really? Yep.
Brad said Eric's got a router fetish, I think. He does.
No doubt. No doubt. I admit
Lee
it.
wrote us. Hello, folks. My first time on. Well, hello and welcome, Lee.
Who is it? Lee Rodas?
Rodas?
Yeah, I recognize that name. Welcome, Lee.
Oh, who made that?
This is Greg Gordon.
Oh, I
Greg
like
made
that.
this for his wife for Valentine's Day. That's pretty cool. I like that little hummingbird logo in there. Very nice. That's cool. Yep. Very nice, Greg. Beautiful, buddy. Jeff Toner.
Nick Ward says, don't we all? I went from 0 to 6 in less than a year. Routers.
Yeah. Jeff Toner. He was just here the other day.
Here, yeah.
He and his wife Roz were on their way back to Canada, and they stopped by here, and we had a great visit with him. Didn't get to get him on video, which I wish we had of, but terrific people. We had a blast with them. Jeff and Roz, they ride a bike, and
Oh my gosh.
yeah, they are in shape, these people. As a matter of fact, Roz told me while they were here, they've been here since February, I think, and she said they've ridden over 2,000 miles. She knew it down to the mile.
Yeah.
2,462 miles or something that they rode since they were here from Canada. And yeah, amazing. So they ride their bike a lot.
Wow.
But beautiful signs. For his first signs, great job, Jeff. Great job. And Justin Fennell used the carving liner on the logo. Man, that
Let me see if I can zoom in on
yeah,
that
that is really intricate.
Fight Club.
That is really cool. And that's there's several different terms for that type of chair. I've heard it called a Viking chair and 2 or 3 other things. But that is really, really cool. I love the dark stain and then the yellowish golden color on the logo. Beautiful work. Great job, Justin. Beautiful stuff. Oh boy, the gnats are out tonight.
Yeah.
They're just buzzing around. Okay, that is that. So, you'll have a video. Oh yeah, a new Zoom video tomorrow. I think you guys are gonna love. We just had a blast with this this guest, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. And then Saturday, no video on Saturday, even though we will probably be resuming our Saturday videos. But I am on the road to Tucson. Gonna be leaving here about 1:30 in the morning and probably not getting back till late at night. Anyway, I've got an appointment in Tucson I got to take care of.
Hi, Gary.
So no video on Saturday. Sunday we'll have another senior moment and then back into the swing next week. So that is it. Again, thanks guys so much for watching. Questions, please email me. I got my whiteboard here somewhere. Here's
Bye,
my
Tessa.
Here's my email, eric@makeawoodsign.com. If you have questions, if you want to send me pictures.
Somebody had a really good suggestion and the comment on YouTube, which I thought was really a good comment. about putting your routers behind you in the
I saw
videos.
that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. The trick is I do videos in 3 different spots,
I know.
so
You
I'd
can't
have to
carry
have
them around.
something that is permanent there that I would need to move from place to place. But
Oh, Pam says, here's the Amazon link to the flattening bit, Eric's Amazon store.
oh,
Look at you guys are on
look
it.
at
Thank
that.
you, Pam.
Yeah, that's right. It is in the Amazon store. I forgot. That's right. I did put it in there.
Thank
There
you,
you
Pam.
go. Yeah.
Did
There
I,
you go.
Randy?
There you go, Justin. But yeah, Justin, just go look. If Justin's still there, if he hasn't hung up yet, go look in the Amazon store. It's right there. It's blue and it's big and wide, 2 inches wide.
Okay.
All right, that's it. We're out, guys. So enjoy your evening. I hope things are warming up where you're at.
Don Spicer said it's supposed to possibly get up to 10 inches of snow in New York.
Just as I said that. Just as I said it, I hope it's warming up. Oh, gosh. I can imagine people are getting tired of winter. So anyway, guys, thanks again so much. We love you. Send me questions if I can help. And we'll see you tomorrow night. YouTube Live tomorrow night with Dad. And we'll be doing a giveaway. So hope you guys can make it.
Oh, Jeff Dale said, got my sanding contour blocks you did a video on last week. He loves them.
Good. Excellent. I'm glad.
Okay.
Terrific. All right, guys. Love you. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.